Hey guys, I think we're on. Great. Hi, this is me. It's Krista Marie, Reality of Krista Marie, and I have Erin D with me, and we are going to talk about Sisterwives. The episode that just aired, which is getting absolutely crazy. Thank you guys. Hi Lane. Hi everybody. We're on TikTok, Reddit. I'm sorry, YouTube, TikTok. Oh, what am I saying that first? TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Jeez, I know. And yeah, all of them, just all of them. But we're live on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook now. So this episode, all right. So this is the Brown family. This is Codi Brown and his four. It's five now, right? Or well, it was five, four. I always say five.
It's only ever been four wives. Yeah. There's five of them counting Codi.
Okay. And so he marries Mary first. That's like, it's been like 30 years or something. Then he marries Janelle. Mm-hmm. Then he marries Christine, all within, I think, like a 10-year period. And then like 8 years after that, he
Not
married.
even that, 5. It was less than 5. They were all married within 5 years of each other.
Yeah. I believed in the very beginning they do it for like raising kids and stuff, and it's easier. And if they agree to it, most of them were already in a polygamous family anyway. Okay, great. And then they had Robin. And I think that's where Christine, I had no clue that Christine was unhappy. I had no clue she was unhappy in Utah, in the cul-de-sac. So I, for years, was mad at myself because I didn't understand it. And I was like, man, like I just thought these women are not secure and he's an asshole. Like this is not, like, I don't believe them. It was like 18 years of it. And finally, I'm like, okay, I like them. I get it now. Like I finally got it because I finally believed it. And then all hell broke loose. COVID happened. And that just, a lot of people speculated that this Robin girl, that he just wanted to be with her anyway. Just, I don't know. People said, he just wants to be a Robin. It's obvious. He's not. Mary has room to talk. We'll have to talk about Mary. Because at one point she tried to, Mary. She's this woman. Okay, she's the first one. We'll talk about her later. But Christine decides, COVID hits. And now what do they do, right? Because he has all these COVID rules, which makes sense because each house has a lot of kids. And he's got to, I don't know, be safe. I get it. But what happened was he spent probably 5 or 6 months straight at Robin's because Christine and Janelle weren't following the COVID rules, so he wouldn't go there. So that is a first that's ever happened. And that should Christine, I think, well, she wasn't happy anyway, she says, but that just it made it more obvious that he wants to be with Robin. Kind of blamed Robin. I blame Robin and Codi. I think that's true. I think Cody's a control freak, and I think he's with his beliefs that he has to have all his wives when he goes to heaven. Right now, at this point, Christine is mentally not right. Like she cannot stay with him. She's been unhappy for years. So anyway, Christine leaves. Christine says she's going to leave. And it's no surprise to us. We kind of figured it out, but he is like, no, oh my God. Oh my God, a wife cannot leave me. She has been threatening to leave for a long time. Everybody said, they've all been saying it. And I believe Codi does talk to his wives about what's going on. I think he believes that he talks to Robin. I know Christine talks to Janelle, and I think Mary knows a lot of stuff too. So for them to act like they're surprised. So what I'm getting at is we're getting up to this where
I do think Mary was surprised because I don't think Mary talked to any of them enough to have known.
Yeah, and I yeah. So this is Christine telling all of them and them acting surprised, but and their comments, and my comments are, I'm shocked. I'm a little shocked that I'm shocked at their reaction. Codi, I'm kind of shocked because I was like, I knew he was an asshole, but I think this much of an asshole. I won't go through the whole thing, but it's.
And I'm going to tell them I'm leaving. This isn't going to be a surprise to any of them. It's just not. Hello.
Hey, Mary. How's it going?
Good. I think me leaving is very private. Right now, I don't want anyone to know but us. So we're using our phones to film it. This is a private conversation that I need private. I need it to stay private for now.
Have cameras.
This is hard. It's a hard thing, and I want us all 5 of us to hear it and just us kind of create a little bubble for us and let us just think about it. Okay, so I've needed to talk to you guys for a long time. That's true. But with you moving out of your house, I figure now is the best time ever. No secret that Codi and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And
Even his face right now.
I've decided to leave. I'm going to leave Cody. Just leave.
Like the state. She's leaving the state too. Now Robin's all surprised. Please. She don't know.
Now, I agree with Kelly. I think Kelly and I agree that Mary didn't know.
I think that she would never leave him, so she didn't think anybody else would either.
Yes.
You know? So why do they use their phones to record it if we're going to see it anyway? Maybe they didn't put a lot of stuff on there. Maybe they have editing and stuff.
Also, I think it was so the camera crew didn't know.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I think that was more the point. They wanted it. Yes, they're going to record it because obviously they're doing a television show and they need to record these moments. But the camera crew did not need to be there for this very personal moment between them. They could have it just be them.
I'm looking at Christine's face. I feel so bad for Christine. She hates this stuff. Being in front of them.
Joy in my life and peace, and there hasn't been a lot of hope at all until I decided to leave.
Wow.
I feel strongly this is the best choice for me. So right, this is what you want.
No, you are, Robin. This is what you want. This is what she wants.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
I think Robin definitely wants to be the favorite, but I don't think Robin wants to be married to him alone.
But I didn't know how final.
No, because Robin
likes polygamous married to begin with. I mean, a regular marriage to begin with. I don't know.
Well, first of all, she left her first husband because he wouldn't do polygamy. So
I don't know what to say to her.
Why don't you just say nothing, Robin? You said enough.
I can't tell. I don't know.
I used to believe her. I did believe her before. I really did. I thought she was cool.
It's just not making sense right now. I don't know what to say.
How's she not making sense? She's not happy. This is what
this is.
All right, Mary, say what you have to say, and then I'll stop
that. A big.
This makes me really mad.
Announcement.
Nobody wants to be miserable in their marriage but you guys.
Like I'm not. I don't even know.
You catfished him. You got catfished. You tried to leave and got catfished. So how are you surprised? You weren't happy either. Again.
So
okay. I do think they edited it a certain way, Kelly. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. I don't think they were there for the recording. I think that they did record it with just their phones, and then I think editing played some funny tricks on it a little bit. I agree that most of the women, to me, when I was watching their faces, none of them looked particularly surprised, except for Mary looked hurt. I will say that Mary looked hurt.
I think she's jealous. She won't do it herself.
Robin looked like she was making fake tears. I will agree with that. I saw that online and thought that was true. I don't think Robin and Christine ever really got along. I don't think she's heartbroken they're getting divorced. I think she did want a polygamous marriage. I think she likes being the favorite. I think she likes having most of the time and there being other wives. I think she likes being the favorite. But I didn't think that Robin's reaction was real. I thought Janelle seemed real because she said, well, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, right. Which seems accurate.
Janelle's the most, I think she's the most genuine.
I thought Mary's reaction was genuine.
True.
I will agree. I didn't know if Robin's was. I'm sorry, Robin. But it didn't seem genuine to me, and I hated Cody's.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to get that.
Even from the thing with Truly, and I was like, okay.
Yes.
I would have said, I want vacations. I want once-a-month visits. You're not going to get 50-50. They're moving to Utah. You
didn't even have 50-50 in the first place because of the way the schedule works.
Well, and I also think, 50-50 you wouldn't ask for if you're married and she's living here. So that wasn't a very good point by Christine because he's obviously not going to ask for 50-50. He thinks he's married to you.
He said it, though.
He's not showing up.
But he keeps saying it. It's like
now he's saying it because they're divorcing you once 50-50.
Yeah. But
that's ridiculous. And also, it wouldn't be good for Truly to go from state to state. And right now, you have to put what's best for Truly first.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the part with when they're like, well, what about the kids and the relationships? And Christine says that the relationships will be fine because they'll be just the same as they are now. The last 10, ever since COVID, everything has changed. And that seems like how it's kind of going to stay. You know what I mean? Nobody's rushing to move into their neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Nobody's rushing to build now. So it's going to stay like this. I mean, Christine, Codi told Christine there wasn't going to be intimacy and stuff. It was a whole thing. It was so mean. It was so horrible. It was hard to watch.
I do feel bad for Solomon because I think in Vegas, him and Truly were close, but I don't think they've been close.
No, not
They've
recently.
been in wherever they are now, Flagstaff.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. I don't think that they're particularly close now.
As
long as, I think if he gets her once a month for a weekend, I think
how far is it really far?
It's like 6 hours.
Oh, geez. I mean, listen, he wasn't rushing to go over there anyway. She said it's not like he really spent that much time. It's a shame to say that, but I know Christine's a little bitter right now, but she's not. This is stuff that she's been dealing with, and it's like we kind of say it the way he treats his other older kids now.
Yeah. No, in my opinion, there's no way he's getting 50-50. That was a stupid.
No, it's like, but listen, there's a part.
Moving states.
Like, I intellectually have known this was coming, but here we are today, and it's hard to know something and then to have it actually happen.
I agree. Mary wishes it was her
specifically.
I don't care about this whole house renting thing, but him.
Are you guys sure?
Are you sure?
Like, sure. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Rap.
Like,
Ticket to Halloween Baking Championship.
So he basically tells her at one point, I didn't ever said you could leave. I never told you could go. You told me that you were going, and I said, okay, I'll let you go, but I didn't say I'd let you go.
This is too personal. Do you
believe
in personal? Just let me know. Do you believe in plural marriage anymore?
I believe
it works for people who want it to work for them. I believe if people have a testimony of it, they should live it.
Yeah. I do if they want to. But.
No. I respect that she did not throw polygamy under the bus.
For so long?
I respect that she did not throw polygamy under the bus.
Right.
I really thought that was really good of her. That was very big of her. And
because if he was giving her the attention that she's asking for, then she would still be there, I think. Well, she said, I hate this what if game. But
Christine's change of heart regarding plural marriage.
Don't blame her. It's not, no, see?
I was so spread thin. She just needed a certain level of attention. Led us to where we're at. And plural marriage just hasn't worked for her for many, many years.
It's for her, exactly. She doesn't
want. So if you and Codi's relationship was like good, you would, even though you're saying you don't have the testimony anymore, would you stick around?
Why even think about that?
I don't know. That's like such a.
Who cares? Let her go to house. I just want her to meet somebody. I can't wait for her to meet a man that treats her perfect.
Have a good relationship. I don't like the what if game.
Right.
What if? I have no idea. It's who knows? Who cares? I don't know. I prayed a lot when I was deciding what to do with Codi, and
it's 30 years.
Wondering
I
why
get it.
I needed to live plural marriage and why I felt like I had a test. Like I knew for sure that God wanted me to live plural marriage when I was younger. I knew, man, it was my path, and I was supposed to. And God and I were a team, and I was going to do plural marriage, right? When I just prayed more and looked at my life more and had more conversations with God about the fact that I was just freaking miserable, I just realized he's probably a God like I am a parent. I don't want my kids to be sad and unhappy, and he doesn't want me to be sad and unhappy either.
You know, when you first told me that you wanted to go, I was arguing with you about it. You just said, don't fight this, just let it happen. I'm going.
Yeah, and really.
I went, okay.
Because I've been fighting it for so long.
Yeah. So I think this is just the honest place.
Yeah, see that he says that there, but like, why can't
be angry about it? It's not fun.
But then to say what he
I'm mad
says.
about it. I'm angry, but it's the honest place. So it just is what it is, and there's no sense in
patching it
killing
out.
ourselves to redeem. That's what we were doing in Las Vegas. We're killing ourselves to redeem the marriage.
See, this is where he's like, I'm like, okay, thank God. Thank God.
And then it's even worse here.
But then it gets.
I
see. It's just so. I agree. I really think that Mary wishes it was her doing this. See. This is the other thing too. Why is it because she's not with Codi? She can still be a part of the family. Why she doesn't be a sister wife, but if their relationships were as close as they were, that's your sister. Like you go there, the kids are still there. Nothing has to change. Like he said, he did say at one point, you bring your new husband over. Same thing with Mary. Mary can still live on the property. Why can't she live on the property, be a part of the family, and meet somebody else? He doesn't want to be with her. He's told her he doesn't want to be with her. She won't leave him. She even said it here. She wouldn't do this. But then Christine said, that's not the kind of marriage I want. I don't want the same kind that you have with Codi. I feel bad for you. I don't want that. I don't even want that for you. I don't want it for me, but I only want that for you. Janelle seems now, did you see the part with Janelle and him? I watched it. I was like, okay. Janelle doesn't require much then because, I mean, they seemed okay when they were talking about the RV and they're going to stay in it together. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe he does, give her what she needs and she's okay. I think because now Janelle does get half of him. See, I don't think he goes to Mary's and he doesn't go to Christine's.
I think it's 3/4 Robin, 1/4.
No.
Yeah, that's what I think.
No. They don't do half.
That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like it's 50-50.
Fuck that.
No, I think it's like Robin gets Christine's time and Mary's time, and the same amount of time. I don't know, but that's what it seems like in the storyline. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. You didn't think so? Yes.
Why? That's not fair.
I didn't say it was fair. You asked. You were like,
why? What's their excuse? I thought they split it 50-50.
I don't think Janelle wants it 50-50.
I thought she wanted it.
No, I think that's too much for her. I don't think
Janelle. Get out of here. I gotta find
Janelle,
what's wrong with you?
I have a theory. Janelle was the happiest when Robin came into marriage because it was less time she had to spend.
Maybe she doesn't really love Codi. You're right. Maybe she doesn't really love Codi.
I think she loves him.
Yeah, not like all right. Maybe maybe you're at the part where the stage of life where they don't really need to be around each other all the time. Maybe she's happy getting it once a week or once a month.
have my own theories about Janelle, and they are all theories, people. But Janelle was the only wife not raised in polygamy. She found it as an adult because she was friends with Mary. And then, she was married to Mary's brother first.
Oh, she was?
Oh, yeah. She was Mary's sister-in-law first.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, her first husband was Mary's brother, I believe.
Okay. Oh, my God. Okay.
Because, yes. And then they got divorced, but she stayed friends with Mary. Mary married Codi. That's how she met Codi. She stayed friends with them. They were her polygamous friends, yeah. And eventually she built a relationship with Codi, found more about their religion. She liked the idea of their religion. The religion sold her.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to put up with a man 100% of the time. And so the more women he has, the less time she has a husband. She gets the kids. She gets the family. She doesn't have to put up with him all the time. I think those are pluses for Janelle, not minuses.
Yeah. She doesn't seem unhappy.
No, I think she's perfectly happy. I could understand that because I would never want to get married again. I'm divorced. But the idea of I wouldn't have to put up with him all the time, that's appealing.
See?
I can go have a life and then, okay, I see you once in a while. That sounds nice.
Yeah, but you can have a life, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think there's times where, so I was thinking about this, too, when COVID hit, or, when I used to say this before COVID hit. What if something happens and you need your husband there? You just need him there. When
you fall down the stairs.
Times where I don't care. Yeah, well, no, yeah, or for days. When something really bad happens, you need him there. For days and days. You did. Please do not leave. I mean, I guess they just have to accept that he would leave. It doesn't matter. You have to figure it out. But I guess if you have the Sisterwives, that helps too, actually. But
yeah, that's the idea. Is the Sisterwives, another Sisterwife would step in because ideally he has 3 to 4 in the religion thing I read. So ideally, even if he's with one, there's another wife to step in.
Yeah, I guess too.
And your sister, and in their idea, they're married to him, but they're also kind of married to each other.
Yeah, I realized after a while, though, it's raising kids thing, that makes a lot of sense, and the whole love thing.
Thanks, Kelly.
Once you get older, it's I think they got older, kids are getting older, and I just feel and I guess we saw the real Codi, actually. I didn't realize that he was like this. I really didn't. I really thought they ran him. I really believed that in the end. I had to. I just did. I did. I watched it. I thought that Utah was the happiest and the best place for them because listen, there's no drive time. You're still separated, but you're close enough that if something happens, you're there. The kids are all there. Kids can sleep with them anywhere. I thought that was perfect. So I thought if Christine wasn't happy there, then she's just not happy. She's not happy with plural marriage because she could basically get to him at any point. You know what I mean? I just felt like they were so much closer there, but she wasn't happy. And Mary, okay, Mary, what are you talking about? This woman, okay, now I was happy when she did this. I thought, good for her. She's going to leave him. But she went and had a whole affair online for years, and it was ended up getting a catfish, which was horrible. But I believe that she would have left him for this person.
It was only like, it wasn't even a year. I think it was 8 to 10 months, they said.
Yeah, and then the guy was just a girl. It was actually a girl.
Yeah, the catfish.
She had met she was like flying across the country, other people that he catfished. It was a whole thing. And then that's when Cody was like, I'm done with you. But he was kind of done with her anyway because Mary had to be unhappy. Mary wanted attention. So she has to understand what the hell Christine's doing. Like, what do you, now you're all in? Now you're all in for life. And now, like, no, you were going to leave until you found out you were being catfished. So how does she not understand what Christine's doing? Wants to be happy.
But it's not that doesn't understand she doesn't want to be with Cody. She's hurt she doesn't want to be with her anymore. They're not going to spend their lives together. But I don't think
they can still be together.
Yeah,
she's not going to be sister wives anymore. Well,
you have to remember, Mary grew up with polygamy, and some of her
they can still be together. They're not even hanging out now.
Hold on, let me just explain. Some of Mary's mothers left her dad, and they never had anything to do with Mary. So that, in Mary's mind, has psychologically what she grew up with.
Well, she did.
But so that might, I think in this moment, she is reliving childhood trauma from that.
She was going to do that to them.
You can say that, but we don't know.
She did say that. She said it. She wanted to be happy, and I was like, okay, great, good. So, I mean, she's still trying to get it. I mean, I
don't know that she was going to sell the house and leave them. She maybe left Cody.
That's what I'm saying. I want her to stay there.
Yeah, but she can understand her leaving Cody. She can't understand her leaving the state. Because when you listen to Mary's interviews, because I re-listened, it sounded like Mary was more hurt that she was getting divorced and that Christine didn't
Well, that's selfish.
And she wants to move to Utah and not be with them. And her fear is she's not going to have a relationship anymore.
Well, that's on her.
It is going to change.
It's going to change, yes. But she said, well, once we get married, we're married for life. And she knows this, and I don't agree with it. And it's like, what do you mean?
She's talking in a moment of hurt. You have to expect that. Now, Cody.
Remember that you were going to do it too because you were unhappy. So please get it for her. Because it just makes it harder.
Apologetic, and Christine isn't.
Why would Christine be apologetic? So
exactly.
I'm sorry, I want to be
Mary
happy.
Was at least sorry that she wanted to leave the other wives.
She only didn't leave because she would have left. Listen, she's not sorry because she would have left anyway. If she wasn't being catfished, she was going to leave.
But she said even being catfished, the thing that held her back was the other wives, not Cody. So she can't understand why Christine is so happy to leave her marriage with her. When somebody breaks up,
have a marriage with her. She's out of her mind.
We've all had breakups.
They're not breaking up. They can still be together.
But in Mary's mind, they can't. And you have to remember, this is the moment of being broken up with. She could have a different opinion down the line. In this moment,
because
she was the only wife. She's the only wife I don't think knew what this meeting was really about. I think the other two did.
Yeah, because Mary doesn't really pay attention.
So Mary didn't know. So Mary's come to a place of hurt.
Well, stop being mad, lady, Mary. I mean, I understand. Well, look what happened in the end. Look what Cody said at the end, like you said.
Mary was never sorry to Cody for what she did or anything like that. She only ever apologized to the other wives.
I think she did. She didn't.
No, she never apologized to Cody. That was one of their frustration things that she really wasn't sorry what she did to Cody.
No, she wasn't. I'm saying, I wanted her to be happy. I wish she would have met somebody because I think it's she's sad.
Would have been happy for her, but you can see that when somebody's dumping you in that moment, you're going to be hurt. And Mary's hurt because she's getting dumped.
Well, didn't we say too that we found it? It looks like he says he's never at Mary's, but didn't we see that he is there? He does split the time with Mary too. I think somebody was pointing it out to me and somebody said, "Oh, look, he is at Mary's house," or maybe Yeah.
We saw him come in on one of her lives when she was doing her sales for the clothes, and she like dropped everything to sign papers for Robin's house or something. It was really weird.
I think that
but it wasn't like a shock he was there. She wasn't surprised.
No, and that's why I think that we think she shouldn't be with him, but I think that she does get time with him, and she doesn't say that she does. I don't know. To me,
and then one of the kids has slipped and said that when they were doing a live that because they were asking where he was, and they're like, well, it's his time with Mary, and we're all like,
yeah, and it's like, okay. I mean, maybe
so we don't really know what the Mary situation truly is.
I know. I feel like Mary, I feel does love Robin as a sister, and I think that Robin's okay with Mary because he knows that Cody doesn't want her, so she's not a threat. But I also think that she's close to Robin's kids. But I think Mary would be she'd be even happier to be around everybody if she had her own husband or something. It's just like, maybe he doesn't. And it's a shame because like, if he goes there and he's not sleeping with her, but he makes her feel like, oh, we're still married because I come here, but he's not giving her any kind of intimacy. It's like, how are you even? You're okay with that, but Christine's not. Sorry. It's a shame because I think Mary did it to herself. I think that Cody used that, or Cody used the catfish thing as an excuse to never get back with her. Because that's what he said.
I think they weren't already in a good place, and that's how that happened. Anyway,
and I think he was like, I think that he was like, well, she did that, so now it's definitely over. And I was,
what did you know, Kelly?
You right,
just put it in the chat so we can know, Kelly.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I don't know. I said,
yeah, we had seen different videos.
Oh yeah.
We watched Mary's
online
show, and he's shown up a couple times, and we're like, And then we saw an interview where I think it was at Christine's house, and it was before the separation. So this is when she was still there, and somebody goes, "Oh, where's your daddy?" And one of the kids goes, and honestly, because they were young, they go, "Oh, he's at Mary's. It's Mary's turn."
He probably goes there and doesn't sleep with her. I just goes there and does some stuff around the house or like talk about money.
We have to investigate, Kelly.
We can't
just believe what they're telling us on TV. We're Bravo.
Also, probably, a lot of income goes away too when a wife leaves too.
Yeah.
And Flagstaff was
Christine's the second most money in that family.
Was she really?
Yeah, it's Mary, Christine, Janelle, and Robin makes like nothing.
Huh.
So basically, Mary and Janelle support Robin from what I've seen on other podcasts. Actually, if everybody's into this show, I should tell you the other podcasts you guys should check out that we both really enjoy. We both check out all the time. What is that called? The Squad something.
The what?
The Squad something.
Shop Squad? No. Reality Squad?
What is that? We both watched the channel. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera and I'll find it while you guys.
I think that once that Christine leaves, I think that they're going to bring I think they're going to bring the nanny or her niece as in another wife. Robin's niece or the nanny.
Oh, I don't think. Well, the niece first of all didn't come with them. She's in Las Vegas.
Okay, well maybe it's the nanny. I think there's going to be somebody else.
The nanny's married.
Is she?
Yeah, I've done a lot of investigation.
Huh. I know. I'm seriously like, I don't know. I could see that. I don't know. Maybe Cody's done with polygamy.
Now, I don't know if he'll get another wife. I'm not sure anybody who watches this is going, oh, yeah, let me become his wife.
I know, right? Not now.
I'm just saying out loud. I don't feel it's happening.
I think he's a good-looking guy, though.
I don't think he's bad-looking.
I think he's very good-looking.
I think he blew any of his chances by what he said in this episode. Yes.
So what do you think about polygamy? Like, what do you think about polygamy? I never asked you this.
I actually am not against polygamy, but I never was. I try to have a very open mind.
I was going to say, did you want it? Would you live it or?
I don't have a calling for it. Plus, I don't ever want to be married to anybody, so I can't imagine being married to multiple people.
Listen, I could not imagine having having to please more than one person, and then George having more than one. Like, imagine how much that is on you, on a person. 4 wagons today.
So we want to give credit to where we get a lot of our information, or her information where I get my information to give to Krista. This person is called Reality T Squad, and pretty much she does do TLC, and she doesn't really do Bravo. She does a lot of Housewives. She knows all the dirt all the time. So it's called Reality T Squad.
Put up on my thing. I was trying to find another podcast today too about some stuff about this, but I don't know. I started scrolling and something happened, but I forgot to look on that one. So do you think that? Sorry. So what happened in the end? I know I saw the end part where he said. I remember he said that so Mary's mom dies. Okay. Mary had bought Mary's first wife. She had bought a bed and breakfast or something. In Utah, is it like really far from?
Well, no. Mary bought it, and her mother ran it.
Now her mom died, and now Cody's big suggestion is for her to go move up there and go run it. And
that made me so mad. Did that make anybody else mad? I
was like, and she seemed like shocked, right?
She should seem shocked. That was crazy.
So and it's in a whole different state, I believe. It's in Utah, right? Like, and it's like, I think it's even further. So they're in Flagstaff, Arizona. And that would mean she'd be living, like plane away, not a driving distance, a plane away. So I think that he really might be done with polygamy. Maybe they're not saying it yet. I know. I feel like they got older and it's not working for them when they get older. People change.
I have another theory on that too. What's not working is Cody's ego has changed.
Right.
When the show started, he was like, I love how independent all my wives are. And now he's like, I want to be the patriarch in the head of my hip.
I'm going to take control. And if you don't like it, you can leave. This is the patriarchy. You signed up for a patriarchy. Joe goes,
and all of them went, no, we didn't. And not one of them said, no, that's how we started the marriage.
No, right. Like, no. And especially Janelle.
Even his best girl, Robin, she was like, I was having no picture out of it.
Yeah. I do think that she's afraid of him, but I think that she doesn't challenge him, so she has nothing really to be afraid of. So I just think if she's a yes, whatever you say. Well, she's had him for a while, she's had him to herself for a while.
And maybe she's not liking it.
I mean, she might realize how controlling he is after when he's not there all the time, or when he started being
he's fussy. He's always been fussy, but if you don't have to deal with that all the time, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that night after night after night and like get out of my room.
Yeah. I could see if he also didn't have other things going on. That's probably, I imagine him having his whole day and then having to go to a different house. And then you probably got all that on your mind. Like, when did he ever get a chance to relax? He was probably just miserable every time he went. Because Christine said he wouldn't he spends 2 days here, but he doesn't get home from work till 6 that night. You spend maybe an hour with the kids, goes to sleep, wakes up, and the kids go to school. It's like, that's his second day and he's gone. It's like, that's nothing. Yeah. That 2 days a week was nothing. And it was like, man, I didn't realize that. It's not 2 full days. It's not 2 full nights. It was 2 full nights, but it's not 2 full days. And yes, school and stuff. And like, yeah. I think Janelle might be just okay because, that she did have a polygamist, right? She wasn't polygamous, right? Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't understand why. I understand why Christine wants to leave. She wants to be back in Utah to be happy. But I still think the relationship with the women don't have to change if she wants them. I think Janelle's the only one she will maybe have one with.
Okay, but the thing about Christine is she hasn't had a relationship with Mary or Robin in a while.
Yeah.
So now that is like, well, if she leaves now, they're never going to fix that.
She doesn't want to. I don't think they want to really either.
I don't think Christine wants to at all.
No, Christine's done. I think she's done. She's like, I'm gonna go. She's just like, I'm
out. See ya.
Yeah, she's like, I'm good, guys. Like, I'm gonna go. It's the best for me. Everything will be fine. You guys will be great. Kids will be fine. She's like, I'm gonna go. I'm not happy. It's like, she's not. There's no like, because she knows, like, with the relationships how they went during COVID. They realized that they didn't want to stay in touch because they didn't have to. And that's what they said. They're like, that's a shame. We have to want to stay in touch. And you have to want, and I didn't realize when they were all together that one's feeling uncomfortable, this one feels uncomfortable. I didn't pick up on that at all. I guess they never let us see that. I had no idea that Christine was this unhappy. I really
Mary said Mary did admit, she said, I knew she was unhappy in Utah. So at least that was the first person who said that. And I was
like, oh, okay.
I don't feel like Mary was lying about her reception of this, whether you agree with her or not. I don't think she lied about how she felt, because if she had lied about how she felt, she wouldn't have said she.
No, I don't think she's lying. I think she needs to get a clue. Like
oh, you could say that. I think maybe like she should have been more realistic or stuff like that. That I agree with. I don't agree with that's not how she felt. That is how she felt.
But she needs to take a seat because she has to understand. And Christine feels the same way she felt. Christine's just being honest about it, and Christine's really going. She's not leaving for anybody. She's leaving for herself. And I wish Mary would do that too. But maybe him saying that to Mary will make her realize, oh, okay, he doesn't really want to be with me. Like, he's never going to want to be.
Interesting to see what happens with Mary in the next coming years now.
Yeah, and I think
and in the next episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. Like, who's going to run that place?
First of all, her name is on Robin's house.
I know. Like, there's a lot of money that they're going to lose if he screws. He's telling her to go up there and probably still be married to him and still pay for everything and just go live in a totally different state. And he's really got him all by himself. Like, this is going to be a really interesting year. This was probably one of the best episodes, like, as far as emotional wise.
Yeah, because the first episode, it was too much for me emotion wise, but this one was good. We had some ups, we had some downs. I love Janelle living in the RV. I could totally.
Oh my God, I love it too.
So that was good.
If you don't have babies and kids, like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, and when Mary said like I couldn't do that, I was like, Mary, you talked about doing that, and Cody had to talk you out of it because he was like, yeah, no, I can't. You can't do that. You will not be able to run your business from there. First of all, that's why Cody. Do we all remember? That's why Cody wanted her to get a house so she could continue to run her business.
Yeah, like, and
that was the only reason he pushed her to come with him, is to run that business. Now the business she bought that he did not want her to buy over in Utah, that
the bed and B&B
makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, oh, go run it. If we're not going to run it because you need that money.
Yeah, we're losing Christine. Go ahead. Oh my God, Cody.
So I'm wondering if the episode is not about him wanting her to leave necessarily, but him not wanting that business to go under, because that makes them a lot of money.
Yeah, well, he kills two birds with one stone. Gets rid of another wife and has the money. Really gets rid of her and still has the money coming in to make.
But that's the excuse he's going to use as money.
I know.
We can't lose that money now that we're losing Christine.
Oh, Cody, don't say that. They're not going to be able to stay in Flagstaff if they don't have all that income. I guess. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know what their money is. I know they make a lot of money, but for Janelle to buy all that stuff, they have to make some money. She just went and bought an RV and a big truck. So I never buying houses without building.
And they're talking about paying off the rest of the mortgage on that property, which is a big mortgage. So first of all,
in Flagstaff.
When you go and see Reality Squad, she did something about 3 or 4 months ago where she talked about their income, and Mary makes a lot of dough. If they are paying off that property, Mary is putting in the biggest chunk. Let me tell you, because Janelle and Christine both make a decent amount of money. They're not up to Mary's level, because Mary started first in the company they eventually joined, which I'm not understanding why Robin didn't join when they did. Because then she would be making.
It doesn't work.
But
she had kids, maybe. I don't know.
They make a boatload of money off Mary. Like Janelle and Christine both make a good amount, but nowhere near as much.
I think Mary's life is nice and she's happy. I think she just needs to have a guy. Like, you have a guy in there, and then you'll have everything. You'll have a family. You have the dude. You have the money. You have the property. You have your sisters. Like, you're still not sleeping with Cody. So what's the difference? Like, I don't know.
I'm just curious, especially in the chat. You guys can leave Krista a message. I'm going to come back and check. Did anybody else think when Christine referenced, because she is the money person, when she referenced how do we unravel this all? Yes. I feel like Christine took it as like the emotionalness, and I feel like Janelle meant it like, how do we unravel our finances all together? Did anybody else think that? That was my thought. No, she's not talking about how you unravel your marriage. She's talking about how you unravel all the things you own together now.
I didn't think
practical.
Yeah, I didn't think that. Danielle, you're right. Yeah, she doesn't think she deserves it. I don't understand why. And she does, and she knows it because she tried. But like, maybe that situation scarred her, the whole Cabbage thing, and she realized, I'm not going back out there. Screw that shit. I'd rather be alone. Maybe. dating sucks. I'd rather be alone. I try, maybe she realized that she's just rather stay married to somebody part-time and and then try to go out there and that shit happens again.
And I kind of wonder, I have some theories about Mary that I've gotten from other people that I talk to online. I'm wondering if Mary doesn't stay because of Cody, but stays because she always has a place to go for the holidays. She's afraid to grow old alone. And this way she doesn't, because she knows she has the other people this way. But she still takes vacations on her own.
Yeah, she does a lot by
She
her.
does everything
Away a
she
lot.
wants to do in life, and she's married to him, and being married to him is a gateway of not being alone for the rest of her life, even if she's not really with him.
And I think she believes in their message of like you go to heaven if we're married no matter what, and if you leave then you're not going to go to heaven with us. I think she still believes that too. I think she's still stuck on that too, and it's very hey Jack.
Jackie, we're talking about Sisterwives, the TLC show. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that was a great comment and exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know. I try to figure it out. I watch her and I'm like, why doesn't she? But I really thought she split time 50-50. I mean, 75-25 lies.
Like everybody in the chat, because we are obviously debating this, who believes that Codi spends 50-50 with Janelle
and now we're just Robin
and Robin, and who believes that I am right and that it's 3/4 Robin and 1/4 Janelle? Just let us know in the chat who you believe.
Why? Why would that be?
And the replay crew, please.
I need thoughts. I can't believe he's exactly who I thought he was. Damn it! I wanted him to be nice. No, I just feel like I would freak that. I would be so mad. But see, like you said, Janelle is just there. Maybe Janelle's like, go ahead. You can. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, everybody says that though. That she's fine where she's at. She's good. Maybe she doesn't even really need a man at all.
Did you see Jennifer's thing?
She's definitely.
That's a good point. I don't think Mary wants to give him any. I don't think Janelle wants to give him any.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that he's about. I think it maybe Janelle. Maybe not even want. I don't know. Maybe Janelle.
Oh, look, Kelly and I finally agreed on something. Oh, did you see that, Kelly? Yes.
Why though? You think it's
younger? A year, but we agree.
Do you think that's all polygamous families or no?
No, I think this is their polygamous family. I feel like judging all polygamous families off one is as bad as them trying to judge monogamy off one of our marriages. None of them are the same.
Yeah, because when you watch the other one, they sleep in the same bed. So, oh, I mean, hey, look, I always say if they're happy, fine, and Janelle's happy. But look, I thought Christine was happy. What if we find out later that I had no idea Janelle was unhappy? I mean, that Christine was unhappy. I'm trying to look back in like old episodes that they show. Maybe they just didn't show. I mean, I don't know. We see a whole hour of a whole week. You know what I mean? We don't see much, but she just said she was for a long time. I think they have a lot of money. I think. Did you see their income at all?
Yeah. If you go reality squad, really breaks it down for you. You can really, and she does have a playlist of Sisterwives guys, and she does a really good job. Reality T Squad. And she's very, very good, and she does a breakdown.
No, I agree. I agree. I just think that it's dumb. I don't you think I just think it.
She thought it was 50-50.
It should be 50-50. I just feel like that's how fair. That would be fair. Because even the first wife.
But you really thought when we started this episode that it was 50-50, and it's not.
Yes, I really did. I'm like, wait, well, why? Like, what?
I have converted her.
I feel bad. I feel bad for Janelle, but I guess Janelle doesn't care. Like, I think, they've been together 30-something years. It's like, I guess, yeah. I don't know. My girlfriend, so my girlfriend's married to, so she's, 40, and her husband is now 65. And she said for, a long time, everything was fine. Sex was great, whatever. And then all of a sudden, she's like, we haven't had sex in years. And she's like, that's going to happen to you. And it freaked me out. I'm like, she's like, it's going to happen. You've only been married for 8 years. Is that a thing? Does that really happen where you just don't have sex for, months or years?
Even when
I said it has to do with his age. She said, no, it's me. I don't want it. Huh?
Even when I was getting divorced, that didn't happen. So I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Because everybody told me, oh, then you
don't want to have sex. Doesn't see, but why not? Cody, I don't know. Well, Kel, isn't he fair when he had all the wives? He split it up fair, didn't he? he had no choice. There's too many. He couldn't really split up any other
Well,
way.
I think when they were in Utah, it was fair. I think that it was more fair when they were in Vegas, and I think once they got out here to Flagstaff, I don't think it was as fair.
Drive time.
Yeah.
That sucked. Do you think they regret moving there? Oh, see, my mom said the same thing. My mom's like, that's because your dad in 20 years. I'm like, that's wow. I'm like, when you help me and Georgia and each other, like that will never happen, right? He's like, no. That's what happened with my mom. Exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly. See, it doesn't always happen.
I mean, yeah, and my mom said that she's like, I don't care, Chris, we're still. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't know. I guess it might. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I can't really predict it. I guess because I'm still 8 years, but
yeah, don't worry about it. You're in a happy marriage. You're fine. Don't.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I don't want it, I don't want it. Who cares? I mean, I'd always be happy with him because he's perfect, and I'm the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. And I feel like the stuff with his kids, like, do you think he favors Robin's kids, or do you think he's just trying to control his older kids and he's mad because they're not listening to him?
No, 100%. I think he's
favors Robin's.
Yeah.
That's a shame. And it's a shame now when Christine, okay, so that situation with, not Truly, with something about going back to school, do you think Christine was just being a little sensitive about, I wish she would have just asked Truly this, or whoever the same question, or asked her in person to not go to school or something? Or do you think that Rob or Christine had a right to be upset? Or do you think she's just being sensitive because of everything? I mean, that's your favoritism.
Okay, well, first of all, he had some good points on this one thing.
Okay.
Isabel is a senior. The other one is not a senior.
That's right, Isabel.
Senior year is very different, and that's what he said, versus when you're younger. Senior year. So he did clarify if she hadn't been in senior year, it would have been a different discussion, which I do respect. Senior year is different. You don't want to have your kids miss their senior year. So
yeah.
So that one I will give him. That made sense to me. I still think he should have spoke to his daughter and said, hey, this is what I'm, but I understand you have to go to school, but I still think he should be talking to her is my point.
I honestly, with Isabel moving, and Isabel, she's going to
Thank you, Kelly, for coming.
Thank you. Do you think she's going to go to, she's going to go to college, right, next year, and she's going to move across country, right?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be awesome for her. And I just think the relationship with her dad's not that close anyway. So he's more worried about it than she is, I think. It's a shame. I feel bad. And I feel bad for the older kids. I think we
feel bad for all the kids. It definitely, what were your high points of the episode? Because I think you end this on a high.
Yeah. Just Christine being happy, just being fine, happy with her decision, confident about it, not swaying, not letting them change her mind, and just knowing what she wants. And I just, I know she's dying inside, but I'm just happy for her. And I'm just happy for her. And I just hope that and her kids are happy. That's what she said. I want to be happy. I deserve it. And I want my kids to be happy. And I'm glad that she didn't back down or whatever, or try to she said, she made, every time they said something, she made a good point, and she had perfect points, and she knew exactly what to say. And that probably wouldn't have happened.
I think she's ready to go. I'm happy for Christine. I'm also happy she's going to be around her grandbaby growing up. Yes. I think that's wonderful to have a grandparent right there. So that for me was a highlight. And I love Janelle living on the property in an RV. So those are my high points for the episode.
Yeah, that, and when her and Cody I did like her and Cody's banter, the way they were he's I'm just going to support her as much as we don't like him. But I was all right, and I was not that big. He's starting to realize I might lose another one. I got to chill out. But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Erin.
No problem. Oh, in the Rayplay crew, she would really like to read, and I would like to read all the comments. I know Krista said this earlier, but I think she forgot. What is everybody looking forward to the most this season, or what is everybody questioning the most?
Yeah. And what do you think's going to happen? Like, seriously. Like, what do you think is going to happen with, like, oh, yeah, we got to see more because we're a year behind.
Put your theories down below. We want to read everybody's housewives theories.
Yeah. Housewife theories or Sisterwives theories? She forgets where we're at.
Oh, my God. I said housewives.
I know. The polygamy. Oh, yeah, the polygamy marriage. Oh, God. Okay. And we'll be back next week. I'll have Erin come back if she wants. See? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get her back slowly.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love
Thanks
you guys.
for having me, Krista. Thanks,
You're
Chad.
welcome. Share, like, comment, subscribe, guys. And we'll see you, I don't know when, soon.